How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Kingdom of Loathing. Working our way through the typical tavern cellar. Let's just pick a random little bit of whatever to explore. Another smelly, dirty, stinky, drunk rat. I guess I'll keep using the shurikens because these things keep beating me up big time. Cherry Terry smiles at you. His smile is infectious. Rats are a common vector for that sort of thing. For anything infectious, I suppose. You can't help but grin a little yourself. +3 stats. So does that mean I would have only acquired... what is this, 6? I would have only acquired 3 things, but now I get like 6 totals? That's pretty awesome. And presumably he's not going to do it every time, but every time the guy gives me a little wink and a smile, I'm guessing I'll benefit from that. So already, I think I'm very happy to have picked him up. I do like where that's leading. That does seem like that's going to be super crazy helpful. And more drunk rats, more skills. And hey, he gives me another smile again, and +2 stats this time. I gain another muscle point, so like really quickly, he is becoming incredibly useful. I like Cherry Terry a lot. Every damn time I look at his name, though, I want to call him Cherry Terry, just because it would rhyme more and it flows in your head better or whatever. I can't help it. I've avoided it thus far, but at some point I probably am going to say it. Look at the crazy amount of magicalness and stuff. He's helping me like every single damn time, which I did not expect. That is so much more than I expected to get out of him. It makes sense that the rats are getting the jump on me every single time. I got the jump on this one. This one can suck it. Shurikens it is. And Terry gains a pound. But I was thinking it makes sense for them to get the jump on me every time because I'm wandering into like dark little corners to try and take them on. Cool, I can explore 2 corners at once. Hey, those who came before you. So, hey, I have some encouragement to like clear out this entire 5x5 grid now that I know there's things other than rats. In a darkened corner of the cellar. But then again, aren't all corners of the cellar darkened? You make a grisly discovery. The corpse of an adventurer. He must have been defeated by the rats. You examine his gear more closely and determine that he was a pastomancer. Just like me. That doesn't bode well. Might as well make the best of his bad luck and search the body. Just immediately plunder the hell out of it. Okay, that's going to benefit me, I assume. You rifle through his possessions to see if there's anything you can use. 3 magical mystery juices. This is a potion that's positively bubbling with magicalness. Roll up your sleeves and drink it. Well, what else? Because, like, roll up, is that, like, a thing for if you're, like, sipping juice, you know? If you're, what's it called? Codeine? If you're, like, sipping codeine, you roll up. Is that... As a Canadian, it just makes me think roll up the rim to win, like on a Tim Hortons cup. That's where my mind tends to go. Much more wholesome place. Although I did arrive there second. Either way, that's the more... We'll pretend there's the chance of winning something when you roll up the rim of this juice. It restores an amount of MP that increases as you level up. Oh, cool. It scales with you, so that's really useful. Glittery mascara. You know you always want to look as glamorous as possible. This is a little tube of glittery mascara. It'd be a great thing to wear if you were on some sort of mystical quest to find the queen of a desert, or if you wanted Julie Newmar to feel especially appreciative. I don't know who that is or why that would be a relevant thing. Julie Newmar, an American actress, dancer, and singer known for a variety of stage, screen, and television roles. And, she used to dress up as a cat, I guess, and always had lots of mascara on. Really obscure reference with that one. Those only apply if you're a man, though. If you're a woman, it'd be a great thing to wear if you want to look like a tramp. A magical tramp. It adds glittering eyelashes, which adds mysticality. Wow. Trampy. That's not the look I'm really going for. It's a ring, which is both shiny and magical. All attributes +3? Hell yeah, I'm glad I raided that guy's corpse. Hand it over, man. I don't think I'm... I do have an accessory already. +1 mysticality, regenerate, 0 to 1 MP per adventure. I forgot I had that and totally hadn't noticed because I basically have to go back to the tent like so often. Hasn't really come up. So accessory, oh, I can't equip it. What am I missing? Mysticality required 10. And I'm so close, though. I have 9. It's at 10 right now. I think because it's at 10 because of the pendant, but I couldn't actually use it. Let's level up with the help of Cheery Terry and then immediately go put on that ring. Got to keep that in mind. Don't want to forget to use that because that's going to be very important. Terry helps out every time. He is way better than Cassius. As much as I liked Cassius, don't tell him I said that. I think I prefer Cherry right now. Damn it, I called him Cherry. Ugh, I made it so long without doing it. And got a Moxie point, not too shabby. Go right next to the stairs there. I'm going to have to go heal up just for my magic power here. Ooh, but I gained Mysticality, so it's actually high enough to do one more time. And so I will spend the one more that I have to kill one more rat. And now it's empty. Now I can go to the campground, rest in my tent, and now I got a plan here. I'm building up to things. Now I can equip the ring. Boom, look at that. +3 to all attributes? That's sick. That's really, really useful. And I guess I should have rested first, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. I have 148 more of these for the day, and I probably am not going to max that out today, so I'm not too worried about it. Cheery Terry gains another pound. I got so many rat whiskers. How many? I gotta have like a dozen at this point. Hey, I gained another muscle point. I'm suddenly leveling up like crazy. So this guy, he got the jump on me, but instead of doing like 7 damage, he only did 3. That's how much I'm rocketing ahead here just by clearing out this dumb cellar. It's a dumb cellar. It's nothing. It's got nothing on me. Your exploration. Oh, the crate expectations rather than great. Your exploration in that direction is blocked by a big pile of crates labeled miscellaneous booze. You're going to have to deal with that if you want to make any progress. Smash up them crates. Bottle of gin, rum, and vodka. Those are super basic, simple things. I'm almost certain I've ran through their descriptions before. If not, it'll come up at some point. Certainly at some point when I'm crafting or whatever. Of course! You follow the sounds of skittering and scratching to spot the edge of the tavern cellar where the source of the plague rats immediately becomes apparent. Somebody left the rat faucet on. How careless! Just give that a quick twist off. So simple. How could someone possibly overlook such a thing? You close the valve, the torrent of rats slows to a trickle of rats, then finally to no rats at all. You probably should go tell Bart you've fixed his rat problem. No, I'm going back to the cellar. I want to clear all this out first. Can I turn it back on? There would be like no need for that, right? That's so ridiculous. I might as well clear all this out and then fight another drunken rat. I could just sit here and keep fighting these rats. Has that option been there every single time? I think it probably has been, and I've just kind of skipped it over. I'm just wasting these things. I'm kind of going to run out of magic points, so if I keep doing it this way, gain another Moxie point, I should try and like fight a couple of these like more normally. If it's tiny, is it still a mansion? Investigating the source of a dim light in the tavern cellar, you discover it to be the front porch of a tiny mansion. What's all this about? Knock on the tiny little door. You're fighting Baron von Ratsworth. Shit, I wish I had healed. I didn't expect this to be a battle. I'm not gonna have much health or magic mana points to deal with this. You knock on the door, and after a few moments, a sophisticated-looking rat in a top hat and monocle answers it. What if I don't want to fight Ratsworth? What if I'm like cool with Ratsworth? I say, he says, but the rudeness of adventurers these days is a development I simply cannot abide. Can't a member of the upper classes enjoy a spot of afternoon tea without being harassed by fortune hunters? It will not stand. He tosses his teacup to the ground and advances on you with malice and gleaming in one eye. A slightly larger malice gleaming in the eye with the monocle on it. Just the tiniest bit magnified. I'll use the last of my available skill. And he tries to garrote you with his monocle chain. But you gavote out of the way. Which, it's probably a French word. It's probably like gavotte or something like that. But I have no idea. Now I have to use... Yeah, I can't use any other skills. I could try and use the can lid or something. I'll do it. because this is kind of like a boss and I want to do what I can. You sling your lid with ninja-like accuracy. It does 2 damage. Super wasn't worth it. That was terrible, but I won anyways, very luckily. And I got his monocle. Sick. It's probably an accessory, right? This is the monocle that used to be worn by Baron von Ratsworth before I fucking killed him. Have you ever noticed how rich people have all kinds of stuff that you don't have? Have you ever wondered why? It's because they have monocles. It all adds up. 10% item drops from monsters. That's okay. You may not equip more than one of these at a time. Oh. I can't have more than one accessory at a time, can I? I think when I equipped the ring, it automatically swapped out. And Terry, always giving me his little wink and his smile. Extra mysticality point, which is great. Like, this would swap out, I think, for the ring. I can wear both? What was the other accessory that I had that it made me get rid of when I equipped the ring? Oh my god, it didn't make me get rid of it. So it must be like I can only have one of a ring, one of a face thing, one of a neck, like a necklace or whatever. Oh, damn. I did not realize that I was stacking these. That's great. Maybe you can deck yourself out in accessories like crazy. Just bling, top to bottom. Boom, bam, boom. So much. Who knows? Oh, the hand that rocks the ladle. What was needed to use this? Why have I never used this? Did I not? This might be something that was gifted to me that I chose not to use because it's clearly way stronger than what I should probably be able to use at this moment. Seems a little unfair to, what would that be, more than triple my damage output, let alone the added 25 of all that. And extra smithsness, mysticality, 0%. Oh, it's based on your smithsness. And imminently twistable? All of that seems really good. I think that must have been someone, like same as the Ultra Color shirt that I can't use right now because it requires 35 muscle. Yeah, that stuff must have been gifts. I don't know why this one doesn't have more limitations on it. I don't know why I can just use this one right away. I don't want to, though. At some point when I start finding items of a similar quality, then maybe I'll consider it, but I'm holding that one off. It's been like months since I received that, so I apologize for repeating all that. If people are watching these episodes in like tight succession, staring down the barrel, but like, you know, a pretty harmless barrel. Your progress through the darkened cellar is blocked by a massive barrel, and you know what we do with barrels around these parts, don't you? Smash the barrel. And 3 willers, which we have found. Another crazy thing full of rats, another box. Was there a scene in 1984 where there was a shitload of rats? Because that's the reference that I think is going on there, but I do not remember that book super, super well. I read it in like high school, so who knows. And quick killing of the rat. Muscle point and moxie from that one. Thank you very much, Terry. You the boss. And with that, we have cleared out all of this. Can I go back to the tiny mansion? The little mansion is silent and empty. You having slain the man, or the rat of the house. I thought it would be something about as silent as a mouse, or a house and a mouse. Some sort. I thought there would be a joke that tied that together. I guess it's a rat, not a mouse, so who knows? I don't know. I guess I'm not very good at predicting. We'll rest up and then go quickly back up to Bart Ender. Rat faucet got left on, eh? That didn't come to mind for you? That's just completely unaware that that was a possibility? That was probably Luann. She was always doing ditzy stuff like that, right unfriendly to the customers too. That's why I fired her and divorced her. Oh my god. Well then, I didn't expect to learn that little bit of your family history here. Anyway, thanks for your help, Carl Dancer. Here, by way of thanks, have a few drinks on the house. 3 flagons of typical tavern swill. It's decent booze, which is better than most of what I've had. This is a flagon of the delicious swill that they serve at the typical tavern. If you drink it, it's sure to make you start rocking back and forth, because where there's a swill, there's a sway. God damn it. The puns are so unpredictable. I never know where it's going to go, and it just gets me every time. I love it, and it's hilarious, but I'm never truly ready for it. Oh, I should nap here one more time, because you only fill up 10 mana every time. Eventually, it's going to be not like worth it to rest at the tent, I don't think, because it's going to take like 10 tent rests to heal up or whatever. For now it's fine, and for the foreseeable future, that's totally fine. But someday that might not be the case. Oh, the little bat signal or whatever that was coming out of the town, coming out of the council, possibly only comes up when they have something to offer, like only when they have a quest. No more tasks required of you by the council at this time. Return later when you're more experienced. Okay. So is there anything around town that we should poke around at? The sleazy back alley, perhaps? Or the Pastomancer place? Haven't been there in a little while. Oh. And there's a trivial update on the side of the page here from March 27th. It's explaining something else, just like a tiny typo, basically, that they fixed. And then they said also something about a monorail. And so is the monorail always there? Is that new? I must know. As you approach the monorail station, you notice a ring of protesters surrounding it. Some concerned citizens appear to be, let's say, counter-protesting, and more protesters are arriving to counter-protest. Interesting. How closely will this play out to the episode of The Simpsons? Looks like you're going to have to counter-protest if you want the monorail station to open for business. Adventure again at the monorail station, or go back to the tracks. The monorail station will be something we deal with in a future episode. A near one, a soon one, but that'll be like a future thing, I think. The Chef Magi, that's where the Pastomancer stuff is, right? Asiago, what can you teach me? Good. I figured I hadn't visited him in a while. He would probably have something for me. The Unquiet Garves in the Misspelled Cemetery. Everything is just unspelled. Or, yeah, quiet. Would that be the unquiet? Quiet. No, that's at least correct, I think, as long as unquiet's a word, which I don't think it is. Carl Dancer, it is good that you are here, for a dire situation is at hand. Evil is afoot. So we got a hand and a foot involved here. We're really making our way from top to bottom. Well, which is it, you ask, a hand or a foot? Finally I saw a joke coming. The general idea of the joke, at the very least. Yes, you're very witty. Don't interrupt me, child. This is important. Our guild has been tasked with the safekeeping of an ancient artifact of terrible power. We have protected it for hundreds of years, but now the unthinkable has happened, and it has been stolen, right from under our nose, including more anatomy now. From under your nose, I guess we should have kept a closer eye on it. Get it? Nose, eye, and... Yes, I'm very much on the same page of the writers right now. Shut up! It is vital that you take this seriously, for the thief is none other than your nemesis. I have a nemesis? You do now. See what happens when you spend all of your time cracking jokes? You just acquire a nemesis. It's me. I'm your nemesis because I'm angry at all your jokes. Not the case. Continuing on with the actual dialogue. Unfortunately, you do not possess the power needed to defeat him at this time. It will be necessary for you to reconstruct the legendary epic weapon of the Pastomancer, which was separated into two parts. An epic weapon, which is kept in the tomb of the unknown Pastomancer, and the second component that imbues it with the legendary power. And where's the second component? Regrettably, that has also been stolen. We'll attend to that matter later. First, you must seek out the tomb, which is within the misspelled cemetery. Wait. Is that tomb or tome? That is tomb. I'm just trying... Yeah, that's tomb. I'm thinking if the misspelled cemetery is misspelled, maybe everything surrounding it's misspelled. That is in fact tomb. It's not tome. In the nearby plains, there are certain trials within, which you must... Now I'm just misreading things. That has nothing to do with misspelledness. Which you must pass to acquire the epic weapon Return here when you have done so. Okay, you say, but you seem awfully certain that I'll pass these trials. Let's just say that I'm assuming you will, because the alternative is too horrible to contemplate, he replies, grimly. Okay, anything else you got for me? He's just telling me to go deal with that. How about Breathe Trainer? I should probably learn something more here, especially with all the meat that I have. As an initiate of the League of Chef Magi, you're now eligible to train here. So, utensil twist, which was it was something twistable with that weapon that I said I wasn't going to make use of. That's only a level 1 thing. Entangling Noodles, Transcendent Al Dente, Lasagna Bandages, and Blind Vampirogi. Can I not learn about them? Oh, good, I can before I purchase them. This skill allows you to bind the spirit of a vampire into a pierogi and bend it to your will, as long as your will is more or less bite stuff for me, since that's basically all vampirogis are good at. Summons a vampirogi thrall. That could be useful. That would basically replace Cassius completely. The bandages, spell summon some enchanted lasagna noodles, which can be used as bandages, healing some of your HP. That could be very useful as well. Transcendent Al Dente, 100% a non-combat thing. Cost 1 adventure. You think about almost nothing but pasta, but sometimes you like to take some time to think about it on a deeper level. This skill allows you to spend an entire adventure doing that, resulting in a significant increase in your magical potential. It gives the effect Al Dente Inferno, because like Dante's Inferno, that's super funny. 10 adventures, you would have maximum MP way up, and you regenerate basically just as much MP per adventure. You have attuned your mind to the mystical frequency of perfect pasta. I could use that so often. Just commit really hard to being like a spellcaster. Entangling Noodles. His spell allows you to conjure a wad of sticky noodles in combat, which will entangle your opponent and prevent them attacking for a while. Wrap opponents in noodles, preventing them from attacking. And the Utensil Twist. Anybody can use a utensil, but not everybody can use it to bend the laws of physics. Perform a magical attack with an equipped utensil. Super simplistic there. I think I will take the Al Dente for sure. And Entangling Noodles for sure. This is a level 1 thing, so I might as well snag it. And the bandages, maybe? Because, like, how long would this thing follow me around for? For just one battle if I use that? Let's stick with the bandages. Because I might need to emergency heal myself at some point. That seems like that would be worthwhile. All the way up to level 15, and they cost like 15,000 meat. Gets real expensive. We can look at that stuff when we come to it. So it's probably a good idea to come back here. Got a next major quest. Got to learn a bunch of new skills. Do I have to equip some of these? No, it just keeps them separate, combat and otherwise. Oh, I forgot about this meditation thing. What does that one do? You can achieve oneness, and here, let me read more. Oh, I accidentally used it. You acquire pasta oneness, which extra mysticality. Fair enough. In that case, let's also just use our Al Dente thing. Might as well keep that activated for as often as possible. You stop and think. You really think about pasta. You zone out for a while. But when you come back to reality, it's just, of course, why didn't you see it before? And then I gain Al Dente Inferno, and then I have like a ridiculous amount extra MP, and that's awesome. I'm a fan of that. So next time, guys, I think I'm probably going to investigate the monorail station, because even though I set up that whole other thing through the Pasta Mancer League, Chef Magi League, I did address the monorail thing first, and I don't know if that's like a temporary event in the game or whatever. I don't know, so I just want to make sure I'm doing that while I can. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you again soon.